Big L.
Right.
Big L had a name
Big
for
L.
himself. He was rapping early. He was signed early. He had some dangerous ass brothers.
Brothers, that what Cam said.
They was uptown really shaking and moving and shit
Yeah.
like that. You dig? And that's not my part of town. I was
them sticko
uptown. You dig?
wolves.
Yeah, Cam used to be scared to death of them to the point he didn't want to come outside. I didn't understand it because I'm from downtown.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings TV. That's right, Forgotten Kings TV. Come on, son.
Uh-oh, y'all. Let's talk about it. Moments ago, 50 Cent reacted to the heated exchange between Jim Jones and Camron earlier today on IG. That's right, y'all. Now, of course, for those who may not know, recently, Jim Jones was on the No Rap Cat podcast. I had to make sure I said that correctly. And, of course, he was asked about Camron back in the day, right, during the time when Big L was running through the streets. According to Jim, Camron was scared to be around Big L and his brothers. They had a reputation, and that sparked this back and forth, okay? In the IG comment section, of course, we covered the video a couple of hours ago. Well, moments ago, 50 Cent, he took to IG to react to this back and forth between Jim and Cam. And as you can see here on the screen, he says, damn, Jim mad with all this pressure. I hope he's all right. Cam is laughing at him. LOL. Maybe they can start a fire and all stand around him. God damn, he done hit him with the New Jack City treatment. Living. Yo, 50 is wild, man. But when you think about how all this started, I mean, some would say, you know, the moment Jim stood on stage or even thought about standing beside 50 Cent, you know, during the Rap City movement, or the episode, during that time, you know, and this is during, you know, there was this perceived beef between Cam and 50. You know, it looked like he was, you know, joining the other side. That should have never happened. You know what I mean? If we're talking back then fast forward to about, what, a year or so ago when 50 came on Camron's Talk with Flea show, and it just rehashed all of these old moments and memories. You get what I'm saying? And old feelings. And like I said, we're talking about years of just shots being sent back and forth. And 50, we already know. He likes to add fuel to the fire. And considering he's a part of this back and forth, seeing how Jim reacted once seeing 50 up there speaking with Cam about a year ago, and Cam asked him, like, yo, how did you convince Jim Jones to go on stage with you? You know what I mean? How did you get him to, you know, come up there on Rap City during a time when me and you had our issues? And like I said, before you know it, Jim started sending his shots, and here we are, 2026. You got 50 right now. He's observing everything because right before the holidays, remember, Let's Rap About It podcast, they put out their Squatters' Rights freestyle, right? And everyone sent a shot at 50, right? But everyone's been waiting for 50's response to Fab. In the meantime, he's been in the bushes, right? We done seen Papoose. He done dropped, you know, a single that everyone's perceiving as a 50 diss. But again, 50's in the bushes, reacting, adding fuel to the fire. Like I said, man, it's just years of, you know, unresolved issues between Cam and Jim, and now it done escalated on IG once again. It's very unfortunate. Like I said, I'm hoping that at some point they can resolve the issue, but at this point, seeing Jim constantly sending shots, going at, you know, Cam, and it doesn't look good optically when we're talking about Dipset as a whole. You know, at the end of the day, you want the brand to be able to take care of your family and future generations. And, you know, after a while, people might not take it serious. You know, it's just so much division. And, you know, once you add 50 in the mix, listen, he's going to make things worse. But like I said, all of this started the moment 50 went up there on Talk with Flea, and they had that conversation. And for whatever reason, Jim Jones, he was triggered after seeing them up there talking about, you know, during that time when Jim felt like it was a good idea to be out there, right, beside 50 Cent. You know, he's not looking at it like 50 then, you know what I mean, caught you out of pocket. You know what I mean? He got you to go against your own people. That's the perception of it. Since then, Jim has just been out here. But y'all let me know, man. What are your thoughts on 50? Doing what he does best. Throwing fuel to the fire. Like I said, a lot of people are waiting on that Fab response, Fifth. And so far, I don't know. I think he's starting to rock a lot of people to sleep. At some point, we got to hear a response to Fab. I'm sure he's working on something. But like I said, in the meantime, he's just adding fuel to the fire. And it's just unfortunate, like I said, because, what can you do moving forward in regards to this Camron and Jim Jones situation? You got so many people a part of this, now, on different sides. It's just interesting. You know what I mean? Then you add the element with Mace. Like I said, we talking about years of unresolved issues, and I don't know if we'll ever see a day where Jim and Cam is back together on stage again. And, who knows? Maybe that's what's best. But as of right now, this is where we at with it, y'all. So y'all let me know. What are your thoughts on 50 Cent and his reaction to the heated exchange between Jim Jones and Camron? Okay, do you think he's just trolling as usual? When he's reacting, like I said, he told everybody to stand around a trash can, New Jack City style. You know what I mean? Stand around the fire. Okay, everybody joking with Jim in his podcast, according to Cam. He's saying Jim ain't got no heat over there at the studio. Like I said, man, this is where we at with it. Again, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. With that being said, my name is Sensei Rip. That's all I got for y'all today. Till next time. Peace. Hey, fifth. Tick, tick, tick. Come on, man. What we doing? Got a lot of jokes. But where the bars at, King? Where the bars? We waiting. Day 7. No 50 response. All right, y'all. I'm out. Peace. Salute world, I need y'all to do me a favor right now and check out the homie Hotep's latest single, Love for Fashion. All right, available on all streaming platforms. I'm about to bless y'all with a teaser from the video. If you like what you hear, make sure to hit the link in the description. Head on over to his YouTube channel, subscribe, like the video, and make sure to tell him Rip sent you. All right? All right, y'all. Peace.
Yeah, but real quick. Rip going sneakers with the real shirt. Oversized slacks or the jean shorts. Matter of fact, I'm Mary's go right with the fit. Got a clear pepper, these Cartier frames got tints.